Hey, it's Brian Mudd. This is my cheat sheet for Thursday, September 20th. September 20th, look at that. Less than 2 weeks before October. Anyway, housing numbers. You might have heard that there was some positive news within the housing numbers. There's a lot to try to consider because we get so many different pieces of data. It was good news everywhere, so I'm not going to dwell on what you probably heard just through like headline reports by regular news outlets. But there was one number within the housing report that was stunning in terms of what we're seeing with activity. If you go into the first quarter of this year, coming out of the first quarter of this year, when the housing recovery was clearly underway and we were finally turning that corner, we saw that the average year-over-year sales price for an existing home gained 3%. So nice, we'll take it, especially where we've been the past many years. Coming out of the second quarter of the year, we saw that the average increase was all the way up to 5% and even 8% in our area, in our region that's hubbed out of Fort Lauderdale. Then we got this number yesterday. Now, this isn't for the quarter just yet, but the most recent monthly number shows that nationally, not only was every metric improved, existing home sales, new home starts, all that, but the big number, this is a national number now, so I can't wait until we get our local number, because we've been outpacing the gains made nationally. The average sales price nationally was up 9.5% year over year. 9.5% nationally. So, who knows? I mean, maybe this was the month that we won't see that same carryover in our area. But since we've already been outpacing locally the national number this entire year, there's a really good chance the average home in your home is potentially worth greater than 10% more than it was this time last year. So, if you've been looking to sell or potentially move up, buy, some more options might be on the table for you right now as the housing recovery not only is continuing this year, but is continuing to gain momentum. Hit on this one real quick. The Affordable Care Act, that penalty that became a tax, that is definitely a tax according to the Supreme Court. Got new information out yesterday, and it's not good for a lot of folks. 6 million Americans are going to be hit once the health care law is fully implemented with the tax that was a penalty before it was a tax for not having health care insurance. And the average salary of someone who will be nailed with this tax, $55,000. So this is definitely going to become part of the political home stretch here, as the president guaranteed that nobody under his watch would receive a tax increase that earned under $200,000 per year. Obviously, this is very, very middle class. When the average person of the 6 million that's being hit with this new tax that you can't avoid unless you get health insurance, but anyway, will be $55,000. Gas prices, better news here. We have seen something crazy happen in oil. You don't usually see volatility like this in oil on the downside unless there's some major world-breaking event. But a lot has happened this week to take oil from $100. We were over $100 a barrel coming into Monday this week, right? We're at $91 a barrel right now. Actually got a little bit under that yesterday, but up a touch. $91 a barrel. We're down $9 a barrel, nearly 10% in a week. If we hold these levels, and it looks like we might, then you're going to see approximately 14 cents per gallon come off the price at the pump here within the next 2 weeks. And the big impetus behind this is really the global economy, and most notably China. We got more economic data out of China. I won't bore you with the details, but it was the 11th straight month that we've seen declining economic activity in China. And as we're taking a look at the maelstrom that is the European situation where everybody's in recession, our economy has been in a slower growth pattern and decelerating. China is definitely in a very quick deceleration right now. So there's not as much demand in the world markets, and even with us printing more money, it's the demand is more than offset. So anyway, better news at the pump here short term. That was something that just a week ago didn't look like would be the case. And a couple other things real quick. Most desired holiday items, tablets. For kids, it's the Leapfrog 2. For everybody else, it is the iPad, the new one, and free online college education. This is cool. Coursera, which is a online education hub, has brought in individual schools that have offered free online courses previously, but 17 new ones, including many from around the world. So you might have access online to get to see some of what you could learn from some prestigious international institutions as well. But You have Columbia and Brown that are now on board with offering free online courses. So, I mean, how cool is that? It's not going to earn you a degree or anything, but if you want to keep your mind sharp, you want to try to improve yourself, I mean, where else are you going to be able to get free Ivy League education and do it on your schedule? So, all that information, plenty more on my physical cheat sheet today. Enjoy yours. See you tomorrow.